The only 5 dumbbell exercises you need to build muscle mass.
Let's go.
Hey guys, what's going on? Coach Frank here from the Criticalbench compound. And in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through the only 5 dumbbell exercises that you're gonna need to build muscle mass. Now, what we're gonna do with this video here is I'm gonna explain each one, provide you a little bit of execution and demonstration of the exercises, but then ultimately leave it up to you to determine rep ranges, sets. But really guys, these are the 5 exercises that if you're in the early stages of your training career, call it the first year or 2, that you're gonna need to build your entire body. Now, with these exercises, like I said, they can work with a 5x5. If you're doing more of a strength training, they can work in an 8 to 10 rep range. Or if you're looking to get a little bit more of a metabolic burn and you're looking to shed some calories, up your rep ranges to somewhere between 12 to 15. But the key is, guys, is to follow along with the execution that I'm teaching you in here, because we want to make sure that you're doing everything safely. For you guys that are in the early beginning stages of your training career, obviously this is going to be an important part. But like I said, with each one of these exercises, our goal is to train the entire body. So clump these up together, do the 5 exercises in one full workout. 3 times a week will be sufficient for you if you're looking to build muscle, gain strength, explosiveness, athletic training. Guys, this carries over to any type of athletic endeavor. So we're gonna start with our leg exercise. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a squat variation. Now, the one I'm gonna demonstrate here in this video is gonna be a goblet squat. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna hold the dumbbell. We're gonna have a single dumbbell. We're gonna hold it up here underneath our chin. All right, so get a dumbbell that's comfortably in your weight. Now, with this, obviously, if you guys are training at home and you have a set of dumbbells, pick the one that's gonna be, obviously challenging for you to work within the rep range that you're desired to training at. If you guys are training at a commercial gym or somewhere that's got a lot of different options, same thing. Pick the weight that's gonna challenge you within that rep range. Okay, but we're gonna grab our dumbbell here, hold it here at the top, and like I said, I'm looking just to place it here right underneath my chin. The key is with this, because if we don't secure our core and we don't keep our upper body locked, the weight can potentially pull us forward as we start to move. So make sure to keep your core tight, embrace those core muscles, and just make sure you're safe and secure. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna slightly bend at the hips, down a slight pause, explode up, keeping your feet flat on the ground. Now with your foot placement, you wanna find something that's pretty neutral. So slight outside of shoulder width is a good place to train. And what we're training here, guys, is this is hitting glutes, hamstrings, quads, and core is engaged, obviously. This is really a full body movement here. Down and up. Make sure to breathe in on the way down, out on the way out. All right, guys, so that's the first of the 5 exercises. Before we move on to the next ones, I want to introduce you guys to one of our guys that we have here. This is 101 Pro Bodybuilding Tips. What we've done is we've taken these 5 key exercises, we've expanded them to 101 Pro Bodybuilding Tips, Pro Bodybuilding exercises. These are coming from some of the classics like Arnold, Sergio Olivia, Frank Zane, Larry Scott. So if you're interested in going a little bit deeper and learning these 101 Pro Bodybuilding Tips, I'm gonna link this down in the first pinned comment. 101 Pro Bodybuilding Tips. Like I said, if you want to go a little bit deeper and learn these movements, make sure to check out that guide down there below. All right, now our next exercise is going to be our hip hinge or our deadlift movement. So we're going to grab 2 dumbbells here. Okay, what we're aiming to train here is going to be our entire posterior chain. So glutes, hamstrings, lower back, spinal erectors are involved. Okay, so with your foot placement, get somewhat neutral. So I'll start here facing you. Neutral foot placement. We don't want to go real wide, sumo style. Something neutral and secure where we can be stable and not losing our balance. So good foot placement. Slight bend at the knee. We're gonna bend down, explode up, drive those hips forward. Bend down at the knee, driving those hips back. Really focus on getting the hips as far back as you can go. So I'll show you from the side here. Okay, knees slightly bent, hips are driving back, really allowing those hamstrings to stretch and pull. You should feel it as you get closer to the bottom. Drive those hips forward. Down, down, down. Breathe. Out, explode on the way up, pushing those hips forward. Okay, so that's the second exercise, deadlift variation or hip hinge movement. Like I said, training the entire posterior chain. Now our third movement is gonna be the one that's gonna train our back, our lats, our upper back, our traps, our rhomboids. So you can use the same dumbbells. Obviously, like I said, if you have some options, pick things that are gonna be challenging to you within the rep range that you're training at. But we're gonna pick up our dumbbells. Okay, same thing with the foot placement. We just want to be neutral. We want to be in a foot placement that allows us to be stable and secure. Now with this, I'm going to have my knees slightly bent. This is for support and stabilization. Drive my hips back so where I'm about 90% bent at the waist. Okay, and then from here, I'm just looking to explode up. Okay, driving my elbows back, trying to squeeze them together behind me. Okay, get a little rotation with the dumbbells, just working in line with your shoulder movement, okay? So drive back, keeping those hips locked, keeping that core engaged, and secure the entire movement, okay? Now, with your row movement, I just showed you a traditional overhand row, but if you wanna hit and isolate different parts of your back, you can do a more neutral grip, okay? So this would be something just more to the side. This is gonna be more lat involved. You can even do an underhand grip. So if you went here, this is gonna train the same portion of your back, but what that's gonna do by opening your arm up, you're gonna get a little bit more elbow into the movement, allowing you to get a little bit more of your biceps. Now, one thing you will notice, in none of these exercises am I isolating my biceps or triceps. Those muscles are gonna get worked as secondary movers in a handful of these different exercises. So where you're at in your training career, you don't really need to focus on a lot of the isolation stuff. Lock these in, master these 5 movements, and you're gonna get to the body that you're trying to build. Now our next exercise is going to be our shoulder press. I'm gonna show you 2 variations of this. The first one standing, and then I'm gonna show you an option that you can do sitting. Okay, but all we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our same dumbbells, or once again, grab dumbbells that you're safe and comfortable to train with, and then we're gonna get the weights up here to our shoulders, okay? And we're looking for a neutral placement. You don't wanna be in here with your elbows too closely. This is gonna cause a lot of stress on the joint. You don't want to go so wide out here. Once again, gonna give too much stress and tension on those joints. So get the weight up here in a nice safe place, neutral stance, core engaged, knees slightly bent if you're standing, and then driving up at the top. Control the weight on the way down, drive up, explode on the way down, okay? This is working our front delts or front shoulders, our side delt or medial delt, which is the side portion, kind of that round cap that we're all looking for. This is also getting a little bit of upper chest involved as a secondary mover, and triceps are getting hit here as well. Now, if you want to do this movement seated, perfectly fine and going to be okay. The only thing that's going to change is we're obviously sitting versus standing. But we want our feet in a locked, secured place, driving out in front of us, sit up straight and tall, core engaged, and then get the weight up to your shoulders. Like I said, we're not changing any of the placement. We're just pressing up and back down, up and back down, up and back down. All right, guys, shoulder press, okay? Once again, hitting the front delt, medial delt, shoulders, and a little bit of upper chest and triceps. Now our 5th and final movement is gonna be our press, okay? This is gonna be a chest press. We're gonna need 2 dumbbells with this one, and we're gonna get ourselves locked in a good, secure place. Okay, so when you're sitting on the bench, just get your feet in neutral position, locked down on the floor. You wanna lean back into the bench, okay? Your key contact points here are gonna be your glutes and then your upper back. So there's a slight arch in your lower back, okay? Arms out in a comfortable position, hands at about mid-chest or just below mid-chest around the nipple area. Okay, our back is engaged, and all we're looking to do is press up and bring the dumbbells together. Okay, our focus on here is, like I said, it's pressing up and then across the chest. We wanna make sure we're getting a slight adduction of the upper arm across the chest, which basically just means that we're bringing our elbows closer together. Okay, that's a key, guys. With any pressing movement, any chest movement, focus on bringing your elbows close together. Your breathing stays consistent. Breathe in on the way down, out on the way up. All right, guys? So that's gonna be your chest. That's gonna train your pecs, a little bit of front shoulder involved, and then the triceps are getting trained as a secondary mover there as well. All right, guys, so there you have it. The 5 key exercises using dumbbells only that you're gonna need to build muscle mass. Hope this video is valuable to you. If this video helped, make sure to do these 2 things, guys. Give us a like there, down there in the like button, and also drop us a comment, guys. How is this video helping you? What exercise was the most effective for you in building your dream body that you're going after? And like I said, guys, if you're looking to go a little bit deeper, what we have for you is we have the 101 pro bodybuilding tips. Once again, these are exercises coming from some of the legends. Arnold, Sergio, Frank Zane, Larry Scott. I'm gonna link that report down there in the first pinned comment, 101 pro bodybuilding tips. But that's it, guys. Frank Rich from the Critical Bench Compound. We'll see you in the next video.